Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. I am Mrs. Pixel. Thank you for stopping in my channel. So, we are going to do just a really small canvas tonight. I wasn't sure what to do tonight. I'm still trying to decide what I want to do as far as the next big project. I am thinking I'm going to put a poll on my Discord with some ideas. I also have an idea for like a series. Um, I was looking through my paintings the other day and I realized that I have quite a few of um, these canvases that would be considered from Kingdom Hearts. Um, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe I should think about doing like a little series of those. I don't know if that would get boring or not. So I I figured on Sunday we would have whatever the next big project's going to be once I decide that. So I thought just to stream, we would do this itty bitty little canvas from start to finish. It should not take us very long at all because look at how tiny it is, but it's so cute. This would have been so adorable if it was like really awesome if it was a much bigger canvas, but unfortunately this is how small it was and I didn't notice that when I bought it because I didn't pay attention to the size. I was just looking at, the image, which I thought was really cool. So we're just going to go ahead and I'm just going to go ahead and start kitting up this little canvas. Shouldn't take us very long to do. So that's why it's a start to finish stream because, I mean, this is definitely not going to take us that long. I did already measure it. It is a 140, so we're good with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to start labeling my stuff right now because I'm, you know. So how is everybody doing? I hope your week went well. Mine, I cannot wait for it to be over. I'm ready for my 3-day weekend. Not that I really have anything planned. It's just not having to get up on Monday sounds like fun. I'm trying very hard not to shake. But, I have my moments. All right. Grab my little trays here. They need to be cleaned. I have not cleaned them out from the last project yet, but, And I figured since everybody's got things going on tonight except me, I figured why not come on here and do some stuff and chat and say hello and, all that good stuff. So, hello, here I am. Let's see you. Hello, Army Mike. How are you doing today? So, everybody kits up differently. I know a lot of people use the little containers. As I've said in the past, I only use those for overflow. I personally do not care for having little containers. I hate getting in and out of them unless I need to. I like having all my colors available and right there. So that is why. Oh, a lot better from yesterday. I'm sorry, were you not well yesterday? Or did you just have a very bad day? I like to have everything just right here at my fingertips. So if I miss something or forget something, I can just go right back to my tray and pull it out. Once again, that is just a personal choice. Nothing, no right or wrong way to kit up a kit. This back in there. Oh yeah, that's right. You had to go to the dentist. Remember you were saying that. It shouldn't have been too bad, should it? Did it hurt? Like real bad? Or was it just achy afterwards? I like that this one comes with all the little baggies already. So I don't have to mess around too terribly much with them. I'm gonna set my extra trays over there because I have a feeling we'll need them the next time around. Oh, wow. Yeah, I bet you were. All right, I'm gonna zoom this in just a smidgen. All right. So you guys can see my drills. Yeah, unfortunately, when you have like Novocaine, when they put it in your mouth, sometimes I think it just makes things worse. Like you're so sore where they stuck the needle in your mouth afterwards as well, because it's like a puncture. So, hello, Haggardorn65. How are you today? Yeah, I guess it's evening now. It's almost 6 o'clock, which would be evening for us. I was curled up. Oh, wow. Did you take any like ibuprofen or anything like that? Because that usually helps with tooth pain. Because tooth pain is one of the worst things ever. I mean, that tooth pain alone is like, could be a form of torture. I'll be honest with you. It's some of the worst pain I think I've ever felt. I'm not too bad. Oops, excuse me. Yeah, everybody's doing things right now, so I figured I would just oh, you said Advil, sorry. Just I figured I'd come on stream, do just a little canvas from start to finish. It's so tiny. It won't take very long at all. So that's why it's a start to finish. And I'm trying to decide what I want to do next for our next big project. All right, hang on. Let's see here. I got a new tripod too, so I can actually get out of my chair without bumping into it again. I did. That's what I was just going to grab. Here is the Zelda piece. You can see it better from the top because I'm kind of zoomed in on this one. But yep, there she is. She's all complete. So this one is all done, and I will be loading it onto my Discord and such hopefully this weekend. Let me stick this over here back. Along with several of the other several other pieces that I've done just in my own free time. So I've been toying with the idea of doing a series Oh, you fell in love. I know. It's a beautiful piece of doing, maybe doing a series at some point. I've come to the conclusion after looking through my many canvases that I have a lot of canvases that would be considered parts of Kingdom Hearts. So I don't know if that would get boring after a while or if it would be something worth it, doing the whole thing. I don't know. I just don't know. So I think I'm just going to put a poll up for our next piece about several things. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. I really loved it. I've I've looked at a lot of pieces that were Zelda, and that one was my favorite because of how much it was. It just had everything to it, and that's what I loved about it. Oh, N is number 7, so. So yeah, everybody's doing stuff today, so I wasn't feeling good earlier today. I didn't think I was going to bother streaming, and then I was like, you know what, I should just do something small. I had a horrible migraine this morning. It was one of those eye piercing behind your eyes, back of your head type ones. And I hate those kinds of headaches because they make your eyes hurt, and there's pressure, and makes your eyes sensitive to light and makes you kind of nauseous. I yeah. I didn't want to have to take my prescription, but I did because there was no way I was going to be able to work for the day without something. I really try not to take my prescription because while it works, it it could kind of like knocks you out a little bit. So, I mean, it didn't knock me out, but I yawned pretty much all day. I'm feeling a lot better now, though. But it was just enough to just make me feel bleh today. I hate waking up with a headache, especially a migraine. I hate waking up with one. It's like, really? So that has been basically it for today. Yeah, like I said, everybody's doing their things. So, these dang telemarketers. Sorry about that. My daughter went out with her grandfather shopping, but just in case she has any problems or needs me, I try to make sure my phone is still on ring, but these stupid telemarketers keep calling me today. But all right, just about. Okay. Set those there and stick these in the bag for right now so I don't lose them. come to the conclusion too. I've got a whole lot of extra drills that I'm going to need to find a new home for very soon because I'm running out of room. I don't need the scissors at all. All right, I don't think I need to zoom out. It'll be all right. So this is a 20 by 20. This is the smallest a canvas comes outside of like coasters and stickers. Just think this would have been a really awesome one if it had been bigger, but like I said, my bad. I didn't look at the size when I bought it. So I'm going to use my blue washi tape for the border on this one. So yeah, I'm trying to decide. I don't know whether to do, I want to do something a little more maybe on the summery side for the next canvas. I just don't know. I was kind of thinking about a landscape, but then I was thinking about I have a couple that are like amusement park rides but they're more on like a fantasy level than, you know, not like a regular ride looks, you know. They've got that little fantasy look to them. I don't know. When a telemarketer call, I say, "Oh, I'm so glad you called. I just created a great new app for telemarketers and I'd love to sign you up now." That's an awesome idea. I used to love it when my youngest got her phone for the first time, and a telemarketer called her one time, and she answered it, and they tried to talk to her. She's like, "You know I'm a minor, right?" They hung up real fast. Yeah, I don't know why they have to call. Like, we used to have like rules for when they couldn't call, and I swear they don't follow those either. But I think it's 8 o'clock now, not 5 o'clock. It used to be 5 o'clock at one point, I think. But now it's like they're allowed to call you till like 8 o'clock at night, which is ridiculous. I wish I could remember to be that sarcastic when somebody calls. So, all right, since our canvas is so small, we are just going to do like literally make it a giant cross. And that's it. I mean, probably don't even need to do this, but we're going to, because why not? I like playing with washi tape. They're not even then. I don't even care about that. All right, tiniest canvas ever for for diamond art tonight, but that's okay, right? some, like I said, it was just meant to be something small, just to come on and say hi and all that good stuff. I was so happy though about um I'm still very happy that my daughter got a chance to call the other day. Let's see. There we go. You can see how messed up my nail polish is right now because I bumped it, and I'm gonna redo it this weekend, I think. 3-day weekend, why not? Pamper myself just a smidgen. So I guess the goal is to see how far I can get on this, how much I can complete um, before Breakable comes home from work. He had to film yet again tonight, and I know he's ready for all of this to be just like done for the school year. Alrighty then. So yeah, I don't know today. Yeah, I'm on a little bit earlier, just like I said, because why not? I'm still trying to finish these little candies because um this one's great. Because I still have them down here. I'm like, I'm gonna eat these up. I have some cola, I think, too, left too. Coca-Cola. A coworker is this one. I do have a very particular set of skills I've acquired over a very long career, skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. Like me? What am I doing bad? Or tell them, oh, okay. I just realized what you were saying there. I have a great offer for you. Extended warranty for your car, right? Yeah, I just caught that. I'm sorry. It went over my head for a second. I was like, what? They're ridiculous how relentless they are too when they call you. And it's quite annoying. And most of the time, it's for stuff that you don't even need. But I know I was watching something today about how they were saying to be careful how you answer a phone because now they're starting to like, well, not, I don't think it's that new, but it's just becoming more and more common, the scam of using AI to create your voice and go after people for money and they think it's you calling. I don't think it's that terribly new. It's just becoming more and more popular. So, And that's kind of scary to think because that's something that could easily trick some of the older generations or even some of the younger ones. When I get extended warranty for a car, I ask them if they cover a tank. That's so funny. It's like, why would they think that anybody would buy an extended warranty from anybody but a dealership? And then you got the ones that call you for like, oh, well, you're pre-approved for this credit card. I'm like, yeah, no thanks. No thanks. I don't need it. I don't think I have any eyes. I don't. Be that girl for a month. Crying perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn. Who is she? I get drunk on jealousy. I think I think one called the other day. I get them sometimes. Not usually they're from like representative from one of the banks. It's like one of those bank credit cards that you already have business with. And they call to see if you are interested in anything they have to offer. And when you're like, no, thank you. I didn't read your mail. I'm not about to respond to your ads through the mail. I'm not about to talk to you on the phone about it. Oh, where did that one come from? Don't say I didn't warn ya. Don't say I didn't say. I just have one credit card. I mean, you're supposed to have at least one to build credit, which is a slippery slope on its own. So young and reckless, we'll take this way too far. They'll tell you I'm insane. And I'll write your name. I know everybody's got graduations going on. What would it be? My cousin's son, besides the work credit card. Yeah, I don't have one of those, a work credit card. Whenever we get anything from our company, they do the whole prepaid things. So it's already taken care of it. Nice, no limits. No limit as long as you can pay it, right? Yep, 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 yep. I love when those telemarketers call or spam calls or something, and they start to leave your message, and you it starts and it's like hi and then hangs up, like a hi mid sentence and then hangs up. That always cracks me up too. I'm like, really? Alrighty, let's see here. We got a lot of D's, a lot of G's. Let's go with the A's for right now. Hey. Yeah, emergency cards. You just never know. Okay, so I mean, I don't know how many of you guys are up to date or anything like that, but who has watched the trailer for Beetlejuice today? Because I'm not sure what to think. Well, I guess when you do, then we'll chat about it. But until then, I'm just left with right now. Did you watch Young Sheldon yet? The finale, Army Mike? Going to see if the wife wants to watch. Okay, that's cool. No, I was just curious if you did or not. Yeah, everything's winding down right now. Before all the summer stuff starts to hit. I believe I have to look, but I'm pretty sure that the Great American Bake Off started this week, so I'm gonna have to watch that. I'm pretty sure it started this week. So I love that it's the same judges as the British Bake Off. So I thoroughly enjoy the Great British Bake Off. I've seen every season, every special, and I love Paul Hollywood. So I'm looking forward to this season, see what it's like. It's amazing the difference. Going to watch Beetlejuice. Be back in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. Okay. Yeah, the British Bake Off is it's definitely one of my favorite baking shows of all time, though. I look forward to it consistently. Got a couple ends in here. Where'd my end go? It was like one end, seriously. I'm gonna finish off these little ones and then we'll go ahead and start with the color blocking ones. Like I said, I'm curious to see how far I can get on one of these. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I haven't decided. I guess if I can get up in time, I might join Unbreakable for Saturday morning cartoons this weekend too. Because I haven't done it in a little bit, and it would be kind of nice to just, But I also like to sleep in, so I'm bad like that. This is kind of fun though and I don't know. Oh no, that's the wrong with B. I am not going to do what I did last week about it twice, and I wasn't paying attention, put down the wrong color and had to rip them all up because I wasn't paying attention. I'm on the outside, I'm looking in. Okay, you're back. All right. What do you think? I'm just wondering if your opinion's the same as mine. Mm-hmm. 6. Wasn't sure. I was miscounting for a second. Okay. It's okay. I never saw the first movie, but do watch the cartoons. Okay, so me and Unbreakable both agree, unless a new trailer proves otherwise, it feels forced. His performance is feeling a little on the forced side. And that could just be the way that the trailers are, you know, just the way, you can't always tell everything by trailer. So I'm hoping that that's all it is. It was just not the best trailer, and that the next one will prove it to be a little bit more um a little bit better. I don't know, for lack of a better word, with maybe a little bit more plot. You never saw the first movie, really? It's like a classic. You're gonna have to go watch the first movie. You definitely need to watch the first movie. Just because, but I don't know if anything's really going to be in there that's like necessary, but I mean, just you just got to see it to see it. Mm-hmm. That really shocks me that you've never seen it. Let me see. 5. I need it. Mm. Hang on 1 second. I know, 3-day weekend. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I can't wait. I mean, I don't have anything planned, but it's just not having to get up for work on Monday morning. Always, always fun. And honestly, I've just kind of over it this week. You know how, I mean, some weeks your job's fine and, you go, you do it, you just like, okay, it's whatever. But then you have those weeks when your job is just like, yeah, I know I don't want to. I mean, fully, flat out, I don't want to. Please, no, don't make me. Sorry. We're already trying to get things situated for, obviously, for our trip coming up because it's going to come up fast. And just, yeah. Seeing who's going and what's going and where and who, what, where, when, why, how. Oh, so much, so much. And I'm so ready. Ugh, I'm so not in the mood for that. Nope, or that. Okay, my goodness. All these depressing songs today. I am not in the mood for depressing songs. There we go. Bum, bum, bum. Da-da. Anytime I need to see your face, it is close, not eyes, and I am taken to a place where you grant no let's see. 5. I don't know. I say that a lot when oh yeah, that's right. You're going to Washington, right? For the Memorial Day thing, right? Doesn't your wife come home tomorrow from her trip? You'll never know it. I get to you. Know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta find out. I want you, I don't know if I need you, but ooh, I gotta. There's that one that's a. I saw it fly in there. I just didn't know where it went. So yeah, they had the trailer for Beetlejuice that was released today. They had the trailer for the new was it Beverly Hills Cop movie? Because we're bringing back everything, which it actually looks really good. I like it. I like Eddie Murphy. I always thought he was funny, and they did that thing with the final Garfield trailer where basically it is nothing but the same thing going like there's it's not really a trailer. It's like kind of like how they did oh what was it? Basically, it's just Garfield and Odie on one of those little Roomba things going back and forth across the screen. That's it. That's the whole 3-minute trailer for their final trailer. But oh, and then I can't remember which beer it was. Oh, you flew into DC this morning. Oh, so you're already there. Then they have that I forget which beer it was or something like that. They've got Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman doing the Deadpool Wolverine thing, and like Deadpool like steals Wolverine's adamantium to make like the beer cans. It was, oh my gosh, it's so funny. Those two are ridiculously funny together. I'm so looking forward to Deadpool 3. I cannot wait. I think it's the movie I'm most looking forward to this year after having seen Ghostbusters. Now, from a girl point of view, I saw the announcement that, well, I guess it's not fully girls, but like most of who I know watch it are females. Is they announced a third Downton Abbey movie, and I'm like, oh yeah, I am so excited. I love period type shows, and that has been one of my favorites, along with Bridgerton. Those have been my favorite period movies for right now. The Old Guard will place American flags at the base of more than 260,000 headstones and more than 7,000 columbarium niche rows, whatever, in the cemetery, as well as the tomb of the unknown soldier. This tradition has taken place every year since the Old Guard's establishment as the Army's official ceremony unit in 1948. That's so cool, though, that they do that. Unfortunately, we have to check with the cemetery that my grandfather is buried in, because he is a veteran. They are supposed to put a flag on all the veterans' graves every year. Hi, RGA Shane. How are you? Oh, you did that this morning. And they did it last year, but they didn't do it the year before. And we had a fit with them about it because my grandfather, he served in the Army and the Navy. So we wanted to make sure, that he had the flag, and it just made me mad that they didn't put it on there. Everything that I wanted. So what's up with you? How are you, RGA Shane? What's new? Anything good? We're just doing a quick little canvas tonight. Nothing big, nothing huge, just a tiny, tiny canvas until I decide what the... Oh, pontoon boat. Nice. Starting your holiday weekend already? I got one more day. And then I have to go out and face the crowds at the grocery stores because I need groceries this weekend. Sounds like a lot of fun, though. I honestly don't know what we're going to do. I don't know if we're going to do much of anything this weekend. I really, Memorial Day, we don't seem to do a whole heck of a lot for. Mostly because, the girls always have to work or family has to work and nobody can do this. We closed her last Friday. She's a beauty. 2022, we closed on her last Friday. Only about 80 hours on the motor. Oh, yeah. Nice. Now, do you have a spot that you're keeping it like on the lake, or do you do the whole attach it to your car thing? We grew up boating and sailing. Our parents were in the Central Florida Yacht Club. Oh, nice. See, I don't know how people, how they do the boats down in Florida. Do you just, rent spaces to store your boats on the water, or do you have to store them? I mean, we have people here who have boats, but most people store their boats at home because they don't have big, big ones. We probably have north on 10K hours on the water. Nice. No, she's on the trailer right in the side yard. Yeah, that's how most of the people around here do theirs too. But I wouldn't say they have pontoon boats around here. They just have your regular little motor boats per se. We have multiple boat ramps within 10 to 20 minutes of us. Oh, that's nice. So that's cool. One day I want to see the ocean. One day I'm going to see the ocean. I just don't know when, but one day I will finally see the ocean. We'll see when. And we're only 35 minutes from the coast, so we can take her to the Intracoast too. Well, that's cool. So it's a really good investment for you. So it's late. I have to say good night. Good night, Hagerdorn. I keep forgetting that you're in a total different time zone from me. But I'm glad you could come on and say hello. She's a saltwater addition, so she has the zincs and everything. Have a good night, Hagerdorn. I hope to see you again soon. That's really cool. So do you prefer like pontoon boat, or would you prefer more of a sailboat, or like since you have so much time, on the water, is like what's your preference? Oh, wow. So yeah, 12:30. Yeah, you're let's see. Yeah, 6 hours ahead of me. It's a bittersweet. I haven't done too much on boats. I mean, like, been in canoes, um, been on jet skis. Um, that's really about it, other than, like your little rowboats, too, Nothing great. We wanted a pontoon because it's a lot of good deck space. Our dogs will be comfortable and able to see out easily. Yeah, that's what I heard is really nice about the pontoon boats is that, you've got like a lot of space to relax on. Which, is very nice to have space and just look out over the water. I would assume since you guys have so much time on the water, you're good swimmers too. I probably wouldn't last very long if I was in the water because I don't swim very well. I'm not a strong swimmer. But then again, there's not a whole lot of places to do that around here. Without paying, out the nose. I mean, I hate going to public pools, so we don't go to like the Y or anything like that. And I don't really have the backyard to. The backyard's not the best for a pool. Our backyard isn't. We have too many big trees, and it would be so much work. Yeah, we are Florida boys. We grew up on and in the water and lived in the pool all day in between. We had a big in-ground pool growing up. That's really cool. You'd think I would have learned to swim because I had growing up we had a pond. Um, we had a 5 acre pond, but I hated going in it or near it because you know how ponds are. The water is kind of stagnant and smelly, and um, you get the algae that's growing. It was, ugh, I didn't want to go in the water. It was gross. No pool at this current house though. Aw, I always wanted a pool. We still talk about it sometimes though. That maybe we'll do it, maybe we won't. I don't know. We toy with doing a lot of things. You know how it is when you have a house, you're like, well, I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and, you only get certain amounts of things done. Yeah, it was like real slimy, and it smelled funny, and I was afraid of um, I was afraid of like fish coming up and biting me, or like, um, oh, the turtles. I was afraid of snapping turtles as well. I was afraid that one of those would come up. I don't know if there was any in there, but I had this fear that there could be in there, and I did not want to get lose a toe just because I wanted to go swimming. So I really, yeah, didn't go into it very much. It was ugh, pretty to look at, but that's the extent of it. Pretty to look at, and I will admit the we always stayed around the edges because we knew the middle would never freeze solid. But we would ice skate around the edges. That was always a lot of fun, just playing on the edges of it. And just using your shoes. We didn't have skates. I don't know how we didn't break our wrists or heads or anything. But you know how kids are. It will not be hitting the auction block Thursday after a notary said the signature on the deed of trust was not actually leased. Some ooh. Wednesday's hearing had been set to determine whether a dubious entity would proceed with an advertised plan to auction off the late singer's estate in Memphis. Ooh, somebody was playing with bad. Not you talking nice. Mm-hmm. I'm crazy and it's true. No one else can say it now about you. Honestly, I don't see. Yeah, I know, right? So many good people are leaving this world now. So many good artists. We're just reaching that point now. No, I won't do that. Anything for love, anything you've been dreaming of. Some days I pray for soul. Praise not to pray to God. Sex and drums and rock and roll. Ah. Come on. Are you kidding me? Will you just work for me today? I swear. Sometimes these. That was not supposed to happen. Ah. But at least it wasn't terribly bad. I'll get these ones out after we pull these up. Oh my gosh. That's just like my ghost scaring the crap out of me the other day. My gosh. Unbreakable's like, what? Why were you yelling? I said, he said, did that rug fall over and knock the lamp over again? I said, yeah. He said, it scared the crap out of me. I yelled. He was just laughing at me. It's like, well, I just saw it out of my corner of my eye. I mean, like, what would you do? That was pretty quick. That one came off. Oh, I can do that. Fall down. No, not this time around. I would not doubt it though. You know what, honestly, that kind of stuff that would not shock me in the slightest. Like some people do believe in that, some people don't. I'm kind of like superstitious, so I'd probably say I do. Especially after growing up in a very, very old house. I better not say hi again. I don't need to scream on this on this channel again. Let me try to. I'm trying to do this myself. Get a good view. I believe that you are talking to a guy who believes in Bigfoot. Hey, you don't know if that's not true. You know what? There are just a lot of things out there that are very, very, um, I'm always one of those people who says that stories have to start for a reason. You know, monsters and all these stuff and all these folk tales had to come from somewhere. Where did they come from? So that's how I feel, especially when there's um, so many different cultures who have the same monsters just by different names. How? So that's my opinion on all of that. My wife rolls eyes when I talk when I talk to South Bigfoot. Hey, like I said, you don't know, anything is possible. It's just like when people start talking about aliens and all that stuff. I'm like, okay, I don't know what to think about that exactly yet. I mean, now you have respectable scientists and military pilots talking about UFOs they've seen 20, 30 years ago. They would have been dismissed as crazies, but now there's so much video evidence. Right. There's so much. And I mean, come on. How can we be the only ones in the entire universe? Just don't see that being a thing. I just don't. I mean, I'm not a big, alien person, stuff like that, but in personal thoughts of things, I just don't know how we could be the only ones. Did any of you guys see that video that they were talking about I saw it on Instagram the other day. It was talking about, it was this guy who had video footage of some guy going into his shed and he like disappeared, and they called the cops and everything like that, and they have no idea how he went in. So I missed it. Someone has ghosts. Oh, on my stream on Tuesday, I was talking and there's a lamp next to me, and just out of the corner of my eye, the lamp knocked over on top of me. Like, it was coming right towards me. There's a rolled up rug behind it that somehow moved, bumped into the lamp, and the lamp fell towards me, and I screamed on stream because it scared me because I just saw it out of the corner of my eye. But yeah. Yeah, I totally think that ghosts are a thing. Absolutely 100%. No doubts in my mind about that one. You guys should listen to Bigfoot Collectors Club podcast. They have a lot of stuff. Yeah, not good. It scared the crap out of me. Especially, when you're just doing something like, I look down a lot at this and then you just see it coming out of the corner of my eye towards me. It scared the crap out of me. Our apartment definitely has some creepies to it. Had some creepies to it. Yeah, that's how my house was growing up. There's no way it couldn't have. It was like, you don't notice it when you live there or when you grow up there. It's after you leave that you start realizing that wasn't right. Our old apartment we moved out of. This house is good though. No bad juju here. I don't know if I would say it was bad juju. I just, just caught me off guard. I'm looking for A. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, the house I grew up in was built in 1840, so there was no way that some things are just so old. There's no way things can't be not attached to them, in my opinion. I actually think in my opinion, the original owner is still there. So, but like I said, you don't realize things until after you move out. It's like, oh, that was a little weird. Bigfoot Collectors Club, the show where we talk to amazing guests about their personal paranormal history and share stories of high strangeness. See, I love paranormal shows and stuff like that. I think they're fun to watch. I like history shows too, but I tell you what, I've gotten to the point where, thanks to watching some of these shows and stuff like this, I like antiques and all, but I ain't bringing none home. I don't want anything to do with old antiques now. I mean, I love them, but I'm afraid to bring something home. Yeah, I watched it earlier, and Army Mike watched it, and then we talked about it a little bit. So if you haven't watched it, I won't say anything, but let me know if you do, because I'm looking for other people's opinions on it. Yeah, so I won't say anything about it. Um, but yeah, I watched it right before I started streaming along with the new oh my gosh, why did it just go out of my head? Beverly Hills Cop um trailer also came out for the new Beverly Hills Cop movie. Yeah, that one looks really good. Yeah, Eddie Murphy has always been hysterical. I've always liked his movies. My girls used to watch his movie Daddy Daycare like over and over again. It was one of their absolute favorite movies ever. I do hold out hope for that and Lethal 5. I'm hoping they aren't terrible. I haven't heard anything about Lethal 5 yet, so I don't know about too much about that. But yeah, this one looks good. So we'll see. I mean, some of these, like, what would you consider these? They're sequels, but yet they're not sequels, but yet they're not remakes. They're what the heck are they? What do you call them? Reboots, maybe? Maybe a reboot? Aw, yeah. See, that's the thing about some of these. I'm gonna call them reboots because that seems to make the most sense to me. It's sad because there are so many actors that are actors and directors that were big parts of that are not here anymore. Mel Gibson hasn't directed much in a while now. I think he ducked out of the limelight for a little while after some of his public opinions got out. Okay, enough already. I was looking to see, I was really hoping the second part of Fast 10 was going to come out this year, but it looks like it's still in like pre production. Like, how is that possible? But from what I understand, it sounds to me like they are rewriting the whole second half of the movie. Like, they had it one way and then now they're rewriting it. I hate when they do that kind of stuff. Away from you now. Yeah, but it does seem like there's some good movies coming out. Some. I have I have hope for some of them. Yeah, he's done only small stuff lately. I've seen a few movies of his on streaming services, but hopefully he can do a good classic style Lethal Weapon. I hope so. I mean, hopefully. That's all we can say, you know? Refuse, I refuse. It's just weird to see so many things being rebooted. Um, yeah, my youngest had me watch the Mean Girls movie, the new version of it, and I'm like, the musical, and eh, I don't know, you know. To me, the original is the original. That's the best one, but you know, you're seeing these people who had their starts on there starting to, you know, coming back, you know, like people that disappeared. At least the people that were with those movies to begin with seem to be connecting back to those movies, which is kind of nice. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't horrible, but I mean, nowhere near as good as the regular movie. And I like musicals for the most part. But I think I'm going to be like terribly, terribly upset when we start losing some of these really, really classic actors, you know, and comedians like like take that the Ghostbusters and stuff like that. When you know, Dan Aykroyd and Bill Murray, I mean like stuff like when they look so old. Funny as heck still. I mean, they still have the wit about them. But it's just sad to see how old they're getting and I still wonder like what kind of other movies like Robin Williams and stuff would have made if he was still here. So I don't know. That's just every once and once in a while I think about that. Wow, this is a huge color blocking one, so this is awesome. I really should get my 10 placer out. Where's my 10 placer at? I don't know if I can do a 10 placer in this little thing. Mm, well, we'll call it 9. Only 28. Come here, come here. I guess I can get a little bit of 10 out of there. Probably need to put more wax in this pen though. Come here. You know, lemonade vodka. Ooh, that sounds good. I, that sounds very yummy right now. Is it hot like in DC right now? Because it sure is hot here still. I broke down and turned on. We broke down and turned on the air conditioner last night. I was really trying to avoid it because I really do prefer fresh air, but it was just so humid. I was so sticky. You rated the mini fridge. I don't blame you. Come on, come on, come on. Trying to pick up the tens is the hardest part anymore. I think I'm getting this part down pretty good. Ooh, yeah, that's rough. I'm sorry. That humidity is rough right there. This is my gross one. I need a new big piece here. I was about to say, where did my tweezers go? Right? Come on. And all the reasons. Okay, my stupid wax is just not cooperating with me. There we go. Okay, that one's probably going to be a mess, but let's see. Not terrible. I did all right with it. Yeah, I don't know how it's. I think it's actually supposed to cool down here, but I'll believe it when I see it. It was also supposed to rain all day yesterday, and it didn't do that either. Drifting all alone. Read between the lines. You know what I could do this weekend? I could make the hubby take me to the arcade. Because that was a lot of fun. I wouldn't mind going back and playing some more pinball. I just hope it's not god awful hot in there. I don't know, you know? I guess we'll have to wait and see. Oh, for crying out loud. This time. Just, I swear, I can never get. Every time I feel like I get the hang of using this 10 placer, it decides to go all wonky on me. And I don't know if it's me. Well, it would have to be me. My knees are telling me that it's going to rain tonight. Yeah, usually um it's not my knees, but like my fingers. Like, like the knuckles and all that stuff. Because I don't have the best hands, obviously, anymore. I mean, they look fine on screen, obviously, but you know, I had I got diagnosed with carpal tunnel like ages ago. I just never did anything about it. And then at my previous job, like I said, we used to flip through thousands of pages of paper a day, um, because they hadn't switched over fully to electronic yet. So you would have a stack of paper and you would go like this and flip them up and flip them up and flip them up like this constantly. And so these joints right here, yeah, they bother me the most. I know I should, but I don't know. I just haven't done it. Because honestly, I don't see how it's not going to come back. How do you get around this knuckle hurting when this is the knuckle you use um, for like your mouse to press the button? I'm constantly doing that, so it does the same thing. I really don't know if it would help me to even bother. I think I would just be right back in that same boat. I keep moving this. I'm sorry about that. I keep realizing it. I'm moving it out of focus. Unfortunately, my insurance changed too, so I gotta wait before I can do anything because my new car doesn't come yet on top of it, and I have to call and find out what's going on with that tomorrow. I hate adulting. I'm like over it. I don't want to be an adult no more. Like, I don't want to. I want to just have a break. And some people say, well, you can have a break in your golden years. I'm like, what golden years? This is the way society is going. You're going to have to work until you're 80 just to be able to retire. All right, I think that's it for the tens because 6, 8, 9. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Yeah, I'm just going to jump back to my 6 for these. That's all right. This is some serious color blocking. A lot of black. So I was thinking too, I was also looking through my canvases the other day, is that I have found that I have several duplicate um, canvases that I've already done on my own. I'm thinking about buying some of those special drills just separately and redoing them only using different drills to give them a little sparkle and see what little change it up a little bit and see how it works, how it comes out. You know, um, add some of the AB drills and maybe some of the glitter ones or something like that to just change it up instead of like wasting the canvas. Because nobody I know actually does diamond art except me. Mm-hmm. I got the sky. Does anyone care? Is anybody there? All right, let's see. I'm already did that one right there. Yep. No longer the love, no longer the same. I'll keep you alive. All right, let's go. Unless they twist, it's getting a lot better at getting these off without having to push so much on the stencil. No longer lost. Hmm. Sorry. Hydrate for a second there. I have to go get some more soda this weekend because I'm almost out. And I have come to the conclusion that I can't stop drinking it. I've tried. I've tried so many times and I just can't do it. So I give it to anybody who can break one of their vices because I don't know how you do it. I have not been able to. I have full respect for anybody who can break something like that. I myself cannot. I have tried countless times and I always come back to it. Run. what was I looking at? I don't need this one right now. Know how I like it. Little to little, always. Let's see. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with that. I may hopefully be getting a new computer. So I wasn't planning on it, but well, new to me computer, you know. Might be a little bit better than the one I'm currently using. So even though it's been okay, I haven't had any problems since we made some adjustments. But I can't go on and look at music or anything like that. You get all the reaction. So hopefully I'll get a new one and then I'll be able to change songs or like and stuff. Oh, that could have been bad. Mm-hmm. 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 That's it from that. Ray. How did I forget these? Mm-hmm. And the some of nothing in particular. Mm-hmm. How can you say that a lot of things the wrong way? I am human and I need to be loved just like everybody else does. All right, half done. I do not think that this is going to come out anywhere near as pretty as the actual picture would have been, but let me fix my camera here. Maybe zoom them out just a smidge. That's probably good. I'd love to find this in a larger canvas. Would be a really, really pretty canvas, I think. I should have paid more attention when I bought it to the size, but that's, you know, my bad. I think I like the lemon lime the best. I think that these are probably my favorite of them. They kind of remind me of well, they're like a fizzy candy, kind of like the one Like there's a Japanese candy that is kind of the same thing. It's really good too. You stupid. Yeah, I really am. I don't know. I think that I kind of really want to do that whole like a Kingdom Hearts series, but I'm not sure. I think it could be fun, but I think it could be boring too. So I don't know. Because I have several um, I have several princess canvases. I have a couple. I have one other one. Um, they're they're all technically from Kingdom Hearts. So or I don't know. I have a really cute Pokemon one too that I got just recently that I was thinking about doing as well. Um, it's not all the Pokemon. It's all the versions of oh, why on earth is my brain not working right this second? What is it? All the different forms of the Flareons, I believe. Like Flareon, Jolteon. Um, so I thought that it was kind of cute. So I am considering that one maybe as one of the choices for the poll. Um, it's very pretty. It's very colorful. And then I have a couple of landscapes that just remind me of like summertime that I was just thinking. I don't know. I'm like really into the summer stuff right now. I'm like ready for um, all the summer feeling canvases, if that makes any sense. Like I literally have a canvas that I'm planning on working on, not on stream. This will be on my own time, but it literally says, like hello summer. With all the tropical flowers and stuff around it. I'm like, so I'm considering trying to, find some very happy and kind of warm summer feeling canvases. Fall, you can tell they're, like fall's got their fall colors and flower leaves and Halloween and all that stuff. But for So I was just thinking since it's summertime to try and do some things that are a little more summer fun. Does that make sense? But I'm not sure what I'll do yet. So I'm gonna pick some. They'll be on a poll on my Discord, and then I think whatever gets chosen is what we're going to work with. It is sad that this canvas is so small. Jeez. It is kind of fun though to do, you know, a canvas all in one sitting. I mean, it's so tiny. It's so easy to do it all in one sitting, but still. In fact, I think this is the tiniest canvas I've ever worked on. I don't think I've done one this small ever. My go-to is 30 by 40. That is usually what the majority of my canvases are. I have a few smaller ones that are, you know, like 20 by 30, but this is the only one I've ever had that's a 20 by 20. So it is very, very small. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I think I want to watch Never Been Kissed now. Sometimes hearing songs make you want to watch certain movies. I love that movie. And that's where I heard this song the first time. Totally different time. We were talking about high school and stuff like that today. Hello, Just a Game Nerd. How are you? Get back. Erase and rewind. 'Cause I've been changing my mind. Erase and rewind. 'Cause I've been changing my mind. I've changed my mind. Oh, I missed two eyes. Eyes. Let's see here. We'll grab these real quick. Yeah, I mean, it's quiet here. Youngest is with her grandfather and grandmother, and they're shopping. Actually over in PA, so they're in Pennsylvania right now. And Unbreakable had to film, so I figured I'd just come on here and do just a little something small, nothing huge, until I could decide what our next project's gonna be. How are you doing today? You having a good day? Yeah, the reason they go over to Pennsylvania to buy go shopping is there's no sales tax in Pennsylvania. So yeah, so if you're ever in Pennsylvania and you want to buy some stuff, there's no tax. Just FYI. Mm-mm. Yes, it's just quiet day here, you know. Uh, things are a little bit better after the mayhem of the other night when I was ranting and raving. After I got off stream, my daughter told me some more things that had happened while I was on stream, and I was like, "You've got to be kidding me!" At least this time, she reported, um, actually reported them to TikTok now for these accounts that these kids are making, and harassing her with, because she no sooner blocks them and they make a new account and come right back for her. So I got really, really, really sick of it. Um, but I guess some more of that had happened while I was on stream after I had ranted and raved about how horrible kids are. And it was kind of funny though. I will say this. These these kids are picking on my daughter, calling her selfish and, you know, all this stuff. And my daughter's anything but selfish. I mean, she drops everything for her friends. And these were her so-called friends per se that are saying all this. And they were saying she was making videos and going on TikTok just to get sympathy so people would feel bad for her. She's like, "What the heck are you talking about?" She said, "I make videos when I'm upset." It's like her outlet, you know? Oh yeah, they will. But it was nice to see that some of these just normal, people that don't even know the situation, don't even know my daughter, went on and said, we don't know the whole story, we don't know the situation, but um, from the sounds of it, that we're gonna back her up because of the sounds like you guys are the bullies. So I was happy to hear that people that don't even know her realized that what they were doing was bullying. It was just so ridiculous. So I'm glad she's doing better now. But yeah, that was a rough, rough night, and I was so happy that my oldest called, and she called her, not me, and she really needed her sister that night. So I just think that it was awesome that she got to talk to her that day. It was just one of those things, you know what I mean? They will say anything to get a reaction. My daughter is a mess right now, doing okay since she has a really nice boyfriend. Like, same thing? Or, because I'm telling you, these kids are brutal. Not all of them, but there are some that are absolutely positively brutal to other kids. I don't know that she gets bullied that much, but lonely. Yeah, it seems like it just, if you don't fit a certain mold anymore, you're an outcast. Even even more so than back in the day. She got bullied at her school really bad last year, but we moved her to a different school. Yeah, that's exactly why we moved my daughter to online schooling. So she wouldn't have to deal with that, and she's still dealing with it. It's like, I don't even go to school anymore. She's like, how could they still be talking about me? She said, I don't talk to any of them. Now, the two that were bothering her were, like I said, her so-called friends who were telling us, saying how selfish she was, yet she dropped everything to go pick them up from school, and when they got out of school early and stuff like that, and would take them to the store and to the mall and all that kind of stuff. I really wanted to do online for all my kids, but we are not responsible enough as parents to keep them on top of it. I am not a teacher whatsoever. Well, you don't have to be a teacher. The program is the teacher. Um, the program that my daughter's on actually goes through her school. So it is still the teachers from her school that are teaching her. It's just that she gets a lot more one-on-one time, and she has to go into the school to take her tests. She can't take them at home. They have to be done um, in the school. But it's still all done. Oh, we don't have that option here, sadly. Yeah, we're lucky in that we have that option that she could do that. But I gave her the option too. I said that if she doesn't, she has to be responsible about doing her work, because if she doesn't do it and she, gets kicked out for not doing her work, I said, well, then you have to go back to school. Now, which one is it? Do you want to go back and deal with all that again? Because you won't have an option after that. So that's what kind of keeps her a little bit on the motivated side. Kids have always been evil, but they are extra evil. Oh, yeah, absolutely. But it was nice to know, and it was nice to talk to people into knowing that, not the only parent that deals with this. But she is doing better today. Like I said, she's out shopping, so she's happy as can be. I mean, she loves to buy new clothes. Yeah, I know, but um, I know I'm not, but it's like when I hear parents talk about how great things are with their kids, I want to slap them. Yeah, right. I hear ya. They were so fun. Yeah, I hear you. Absolutely. But yeah, so and she's just really trying to focus on getting done with school for the rest of this school year. So I told her, I said, you've got like only days left, like literally. Just push through it and be done with it. And glad the MG went well for your kids. And I was not saying that to you, to those parents. No, I didn't think you were saying it to me. I understand exactly what you're saying. No, I didn't think you were saying that to me. I get what you're saying. Oh, speaking of daughter's home. I had to take my car because hers has got a flat tire, which sucks because now we got to fix that. You know how it is. It's just if it's not one thing, it's another. if this isn't broken, then this is broken. And if this isn't doing this, then this is doing this. It's just that cycle of never getting anything done without something else breaking. I'm so worn out with this parenting thing, and I have a kid in fourth grade. So many more years of sadness to come. Oh, yeah, you've got a ways to go yet. This is my last one, and I'm glad. I am so glad. The only way that that would change is if something happened, and this is a big, 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 big if. If something were to happen um, with my nephew, I would be stepping in it and taking him basically. So hopefully nothing like that happen and nothing happens, but um yeah. We'll just say we'll leave it at that. Let's hope that nothing happens, but it's yeah, it's one of those things where you're just like you may not be given a choice. You can't not do it. You know what I mean? Be like, sorry, nephew, you don't want me. Yeah, I think that's the problem is that I'm not so sure that his parents really want him, and that's why I say that. But I don't know that. I don't really want my kids holidays, but yikes. Yeah, well. But yeah, if anything ever happened, I would take my nephew, either one of them actually, in a heartbeat. If I would never let anything happen to them. So that would be the only way I'd be dealing with any more kids. If I break the glass, then I'll have to. Mm-hmm. Oh, we're blowing through this canvas pretty fast. Let's see here. So, well, I say fast, but it really actually isn't as fast as I feel like it is, but that's because I'm jibber jabbing and not talking. Yeah, I would be the same with my nephew. Would not be happy, but would take the job if needed. Exactly. Gosh, I just dread how it be if it's going to be for grandkids. Woo! Hopefully, I got a while for that one though too. I am not ready to be a grandparent yet. Oh, I am hoping my kids do not have kids. Right now, I would say that's kind of the way that both of my kids are going, but things change. Things change. I want them to just, live life right now. I want them to, experience and have a lot of fun and do things and live before they settle down and have a family. So they have no regrets. Sounds bad, but I don't think it is worth it. No, I get it. I mean, like, everybody has a different opinion. I only ever wanted to be a mom, so for me, Jason, how much is daycare these days? Of 3K a month for one kid, or the house and the car. Dad, I can't afford a house or a car. Yeah, I mean that it's all valid things that could be in the future, you know? I mean, just look at how much the prices of things have gone up in geez, I mean, even from the 80s to now, like cars were I think like $8,000. Now they're more than a house. How crazy is that? I'm thinking my kids are going to be living at my house for quite some time. I'm thinking that mine are too, and I don't have a problem with that. As long as they're working, I have no issues with my kids living here. Obviously, I don't think my oldest ever will again, but I am good with it as well if they are doing their part. Exactly. There are some things you're going to have to do for yourself. I'm sorry, but if you once you reach a certain age, mom is not going to do your laundry anymore. You're quite capable of doing your own laundry and changing your own bed sheets. And I say that, but you watch me do it anyway because it's just something I'm so used to doing that I don't think twice about doing it. My kids do quite a bit of that stuff. Um, yeah, no, I won't let them touch my washer. Mostly because um, they did once, and somebody ended up with a bunch of pink stuff because, you know, they didn't listen about what I said. So, when it comes to food and gas, you're on your own unless eating what we make. Exactly. Yeah, that's where we are definitely at that point with our kids. If you don't like what I make for dinner, then you can pay for something for yourself. Or you can cook for yourself or something like that. Because I'm not going to do it. I make one thing and that's it. You don't eat it, not my problem. I think it's fair. And I try to be considerate and like say, hey, I'm going to go to the grocery store, I'm making a menu. What would you like to have for dinner this week? I think that's also very fair. I give them the opportunity. If they say, oh, I don't have anything, whatever you want to make, well, then there you go. You're not paying rent or the bills. Pay for your own extra needs. Yeah, I do that with them too. They buy their own, um, their own makeup, their own shampoos, conditioners, and all that stuff because they always want something different or they want something fancy and like ridiculously priced. And I'm like, I'm not paying for that. So you can buy that. Or even their clothes. I'm like to this point where you can afford to buy your own clothes. You don't need my help. I will buy like the essentials for them, but their everyday stuff, forget it. Hello, Wolfman Crab Arms. How are you? But yeah, I mean, I don't see, they don't like any of the stuff I pick out anyway, so why should I? I am well admiring your speed and accuracy on this. Oh, thanks. It's just, this is just a really small canvas. I decided to just do real quick. We're going. I'm trying to decide what my next project's going to be. So, um, we. I'm going to put a poll up on my Discord for it once I pick out a few canvases because I just don't know what I want to do next. I spent 45 seconds placing a drill and they still come out more crooked and you're just moving along. That's because I use one of these. One of these thingies. Makes life so much easier. Trying to picture what that looks like. Yeah, these are my go-to. I can't place drills straight because my hands have shakes to them. I get the shakes, and so I will never be able to do it. So I use one of the mesh stencils, and it makes all the difference in the world. But you still have to do some by hands. Oh, my wife uses those. My crab arms are too destructive for the thin metal. Yeah, I don't think they make them in thicker metal, unfortunately. Like half wolf, half man crab arms. Okay. Now I hear Unbreakable. He's home. Yeah, he said he'd be home by 8. Yeah. Yeah, these are wonderful. They take the guessing out of straight lines. They're not for everybody though, because a lot of people can't. They can't deal with the patience it takes to use it, because you have to be a little patient with it. It is a bit of a. It can be a bit trying to pull off, but I've been using them for so long that I can just. Yep. But once you get used to it, it's great. If I was smart and could make phone apps, I think this would make a fun app. Oh, yeah. Oh, you know what I saw the other day? I was telling um, Unbreakable. It's like, I'm always trying to think of things like what would be some kind of cool app or some kind of cool thing that you can do for a business that somebody would love. I'm always trying to think of something like maybe the next big thing. And once again, I don't know why I never thought of something like this, but I saw this company that takes your your things like your wedding cards from when you get married and stuff like that, or like your baby shower cards, or special occasions like that, and they send you a box and you put all of your cards in that box, and then they scan the cards and create a book for you. So you have this nice little hardback book with all of the cards that you had gotten, instead of actually storing all the cards. And you can just flip through and you can see the front and the back and what was written inside. I thought that was the coolest thing because I feel bad throwing away cards. I love to keep my cards, but you cannot keep that many cards. I mean, there's no room. I would have zero room to do that. I try to keep some, but that would be would have been such a cool idea to come up with and do on your own, and just make these little books of cards for special occasions. I came up with an idea a long time ago. Remote control vacuum. Sadly, I did not know how to do it, and then the Roomba showed up. Yeah, exactly. It's like I would love to come up with some of these things. I don't know how people do it. Love to have that stroke of genius, I guess you could say, happen. Had you figured out whenever you're gonna get turned back? Now haunted. Let's see. UG. Let me see. Flip these around here. I actually started a remote control AC vent cleaner, but never finished it. I thought it might be fun for kids to vacuum if it was remote control. Hey, at least you tried. Yeah, at least you tried. You got further than we did. Can't even come up with an idea. Can't be gone now. Yeah, I definitely cannot think of anything that would be, really awesome. Finish what you started. It's like I would love to know. I mean, like, there's got to be something out there that people be willing to spend money on that would be so something that hasn't been thought of yet. It can't be. The ideas can't all be taken yet. Does that make sense? They can't all be taken. I didn't do it as a business. I was doing it because I'm too lazy to clean my vents, and then I was too lazy to complete it. Oh, I know what you mean there. I also thought about opening a food place called Everything Pot Pie. Nothing but pot pies, but the ingredients would be amazing. I love pot pie. That would be good. Pot pies are good. Like Philly cheese pot pie, chicken parm pie. Oh, that would be interesting. I would have never thought about making those into a pot pie, per se. I love Philly cheese, so I mean, right there, yum. Oh, stop it. You're making me hungry. Because dang, those sound so good. Stick that over there. Years of customer service tells me half your customers would walk in and just say, I want a pot pie, and then stare at you when you ask which one. You're definitely right about that one, too. They would. Because I think everybody would just think the original and not the Mary Jane pot pie. Right? I worked at a chocolate store and people would come in. What do you have in white chocolate? Looking at the display case. Ma'am, it's all the white ones. Right? Oh, I get it. That's rough. You said pot pie. It's number 420 meal. Yeah, people are used to saying one thing and they won't be specific about it. I do love the sound that makes. It's a little bit different from the sound that it makes when you don't use a stencil. but it still has a nice sound to it. And it doesn't do it all the time, but I love it when it does it. And most things sound good when adding pot pie to the end of it. That is true. That is very true. Yeah. Taco pot pie, pepperoni pizza pot pie. Well, I mean, no, that's not what I was going to say. Isn't that kind of like what Hot Pockets are, but not really? Slightly, maybe. So, yeah, I could see all those flavors working in a pot pie form. But I can't walk away. Just wanted to know how it felt. Yeah, trying to make sense. Pretty much, but it would not be chemically created ingredients like, well, yeah, obviously. It'd be nice and fresh. Sounds yummy. Sounds very yummy to me. Oh, I don't think so either. With preservatives alone, there's no way. That doesn't mean they don't taste yummy. Yeah, and they're a lot smaller than back in the day, too. They're so small compared to what we used to have. Just like all the TV dinners and stuff like that. I mean, TV dinners used to be big when we would have them like way back in the 80s. Yeah, pot pie, pot pie. Exactly. But like all that stuff has shrunken down so bad and just gone up in price. A bunch of mini pot pies and a big pot pie. Thank you, Just a Game Nerd. Wasn't there a pizza company that released one that was a bunch of mini pizzas on a pizza? I don't know that I ever saw that, but I would not be surprised if there was one. Because that sounds like something that when they were lost for an idea, they would come out with. I failed to follow the instructions and blinked instead of unblinking, and I missed what they said. I mean, it is a ton of bread, but so is a mini pot pie stuffed. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh, thank you, Army Mike. I have a stretch. Oh. My shoulder just popped. Thanks. I even went as far as changing the dough based on the food. Oh, okay, so you know, like more of like a garlic type. If you went with more of a tomato sauce type thing, you know, kind of like they do pizzas, right? The Reuben pot pie, there would be rye and the pot pie crust. Right. Okay. So you do, yeah. That's cool. And why did you stop and give up on this Fantastic idea. I'm gonna laugh if you tell me it's because you're not sure how to cook them all. No money, no management abilities. Okay, well, did you ever just try to make some just because for yourself, just to see what it would taste like? Can just open a ghost kitchen, yeah, right? You can probably cook this stuff. Well, not good for you, because I told you I stink at cooking and I don't like cooking. I like to bake, but I don't like to cook. Especially cookies. I love to bake cookies. I am a cookie baker. I honestly don't know if I've ever met a cookie I don't like. 95% of me cooking is just putting everything but pizza on a pizza cooker because it's faster than the oven. I've heard that those are good. I don't have one of those, but I've heard of those. If I won the lottery, I would make it happen. Wouldn't care if it failed. Well, there you go. Yeah, if I won the lottery, oh, I don't even know where I'd begin if I won the lottery. I think the biggest thing is I need a very long vacation. My wife made fun of me for using it to cook things. Now we have two, and she uses it for more than me. I thought I was doing good by getting an air fryer. Although I still haven't tried it, but supposedly you can hard boil an egg in an air fryer, and I don't understand how you do that. But I have not tried it. I make chocolate chip cookies with Bailey's. Ooh, that sounds good. Bailey's, yummy. We would have a meat counter and provide sides, but they buy the meat, we provide charcoal and help them do the cooking. You got half of it. I mean, you got all the main parts figured out, right? You just need to go find yourself a good investor who's got some money. You get on one of them shows, like, with the cooks that are. Didn't like Gordon Ramsay have a show where he was investing in ideas for restaurants and stuff like that? And not quite like Shark Tank, but like something similar to it. And then, if he liked your idea enough, then whichever he liked the best, he would invest in. Mm. Mm. Oops, that one popped right off there. Okay, let me see. Didn't Gordon Ramsay have a show about? Yes, he did. Honestly, what kind of show hasn't Gordon Ramsay had so far? You know, I love the guy, man. I think he's so funny. Oops. Ooh, sorry. Okay, there we go. All right, last section. New age, new age. Oh, there's where that I went. Here. Come here, come here. Oh, don't be a pain in my butt. Look at you. Okay. It's going to be a pain, so we'll just do that one later. I think we're going to skip a row. Welcome to the new age, to the new age. I've decided officially I cannot pick up drills with tweezers. That takes some practice. I am not going to lie, and it really depends on what angle the drills are in the tray. I've noticed that sometimes you just cannot pick them up no matter what you do. I have that problem too. Like sometimes, like with these, per se, sometimes it's harder to pick them up here than it is to pick them up like down here, you know? I watch people place with tweezers and I couldn't pick up one drill if it was covered in super glue. Don't say that. You can't give up yet. Yeah, I usually do round um, canvases because I like round better. But I do like the way that square drills look, but I can't pick up square drills with a pen. I have to pick them up with tweezers. So, which is why I don't do them because I shake like a leaf sometimes and they don't get placed very well. So they aren't as pretty as they could be. And I don't shake all the time. I have times where it's bad and I have times where it doesn't bother me. Like right now, I'm pretty good right now. I'm not shaking too terribly bad. I mean, I got a little bit, but not too much. Um, it's not as noticeable when I stick my hand down, but when I'm like trying to like place washi tape or something like that, it'll you can really tell. Not all the time though. Today it's been pretty good, so I can honestly say that. Okay, last one, but just thought of it. Okay. Build your own breakfast pot pie. Oh, dude, seriously. That would be so good. You had me at breakfast. Oatmeal pot pie. Okay, you know what? There could be some variation in there that could be kind of good. You don't, boy, I say oatmeal omelet pot pie. Sorry. Pick your meats and or veggies with an option of gravy. Yeah, exactly. Which gravy I'm going with right now, don't you? Yeah, I love the country sausage gravy, the country sausage and biscuit gravy. Oh, yummy, yummy, yummy. So good. I would totally do that. I'm a big breakfast fan as far as like breakfast foods go. Having it at breakfast, not necessarily, but breakfast foods, absolutely. I think cooking them would be easy. Just use the conveyor belt pizza cookers. Yeah, probably. Now you're gonna come up with some kind of dessert to go with it. You make little fruit pot pies. Because, I mean, I think that's just a pie, but you know. Right? Absolutely. Totally work for Burger King. I think it works for a lot of places. We just don't realize it. Just one chance, just one breath, just in case there's just one left. 'Cause you know, you know, you know. There's a ramen rice place near me where it's a buffet. They give you a bowl and you just walk down the aisle and fill it with whatever meat veg you want. Then they cook it all for you. I would do that with a pot pie if there was a shop. Yeah, I mean, kind of like that, right? That would be cool. I would too, because I know I could actually eat that. This is what I am talking about. That is what you're talking about. Perfect. Look, you guys are on the same page now. My daughter loves those kinds of places. Any kind of place that serves ramen, she loves ramen. She loves the Asian food. Seafood boil pot pie. That might take a little bit, but you'd have to make you'd have to make yeah, really for Lent. Yeah, you'd have just have to be careful of the the parts that are inedible not being in there. You can make anything a pot pie. Black licorice pot pie, please. Right? Oh, black licorice pot pie. Um, yeah. I wonder how many people would come in and say and give you something like that and say, "Can you make this into it?" Going back to the whole discussion about teens being cruel, that would be something they would be like, "Yeah, here you go. Let's go pick on them." Reese's Pieces peanut butter cup pot pie. And yeah, so like desserts, like I'm saying, there you go. So you got like the pot pie dessert going. You can like do like a flaky type crust, um, maybe, like glaze it with like honey or something like that. I know there's some limits, but I'm sure there's some. I think the dessert thing would be cool. That would be because, like I said, I like pastries. When are we getting edible diamond art? Yeah, really. Gonna buy a canvas and place it with nerds. No, we gotta get those old dot candies that you used to be able to get on paper um back in the day. We'll get those. Unfortunately, they only come in pink, blue, and yellow, but I was just thinking about nerds. You guys are you're reading each other's minds there a little bit. They don't make all the good flavors out of nerds anymore that they used to, though. Yeah, I wonder what the next big thing in the diamond art world will be, though. I know all these specialty drills are really getting interesting, but I'm just curious what will be the next thing. No, not even. Right. Uh, you know what do they call that? The bougie ones, the boudoir ones. I didn't know how much stuff was involved in diamond art when my wife started. So she started long before you did. I mean, I think it helps to have certain things, but I mean, you could conceivably do the art without all the without all the fun gadgets. But why? I recently started and she keeps throwing all these fancy tools. Yeah, that's because they make life easier, trust me. Are there ones where you don't know what the picture will be? Yes, there are mystery ones. There are mystery diamond art kits you can buy. And I'm like trying to get the cheapest one, cheapest Hello Kitty Team of Canvas experience. So you're always behind. Hey, that's me. I love Timu, so that's where I get almost all of mine because I like Timu, and I'm sorry, just the prices of some of these canvases are just I can't. I was looking at this really pretty Christmas canvas yesterday on what was it, Diamond Dots, and I just wanted to see what kind of canvases they had, and when I saw it was $230, I said, no, I don't care how pretty that thing was. I'm paying $230 on a diamond art canvas. Mm-mm. So yes, I mean this one's from Timu. I just forgot. I just didn't look at the size when I bought it. I just looked at the picture, which was my bad. That was my fault. But I thought it was so pretty that I couldn't um, help myself. And I should have looked at the size because this would have been so much prettier in a bigger size. It's not bad, but a lot of the detail is lost. My wife buys a bunch of Raven Diamond Art because she likes the horror theme, but man, I thought even those at 25 to 50 were pricey. Right, they are. I'm off to bed to see if I sleep better tonight. Oh, good night, Army Mike. Thanks for stopping in, and I hope that, well, I'm glad that you're feeling better, but I hope your tooth gets better. Yeah, I can't pay that much for a diamond art. I mean, that's just me though. I I've never tried a super expensive one to see if the quality, to check the quality and all that stuff. I'm sure it's probably really, really good, and I don't doubt it, but I'm not gonna spend that much to even try it. Each canvas is 25 bucks. Well, the canvas that I was looking at was one canvas, just one canvas, the one that I was looking at, and just that one canvas was $230. One canvas. I don't know much about Raven Diamond Art, but my guess is that yeah, it's $25 to $50 per canvas. Yeah, they can get this hobby could get just as expensive as any other hobby out there. But I refuse to pay that kind of money. I have liked all of the canvases I have bought and used so far, and I not paid anywhere near that amount yet. Yeah, me too. I just brushed my teeth and I'm still, oh, jeez. Yeah, I hope you feel better because I don't know if that's normal. My crown didn't bleed after I got it done at all. So hopefully it just heals up real quick. But everybody's different. When did this world go so wrong? When money was invented. But yeah, like I said, just like any other hobby, this can get super expensive. But it doesn't have to. That's the thing. There are options out there. So I'd say if you can afford it and you want to buy the really expensive canvases and stuff like that, go for it. I'm sure that, you know, you'll enjoy them and, um, but I personally am not going to do that. Yeah, I'm going to call them on Tuesday if it doesn't stop by then. And just be careful so you don't have a very miserable weekend. I know you probably can't call them tomorrow, but I would maybe just try to see if that's normal at least. Just to even ask if it's normal. Yeah, I have had a bunch of crowns and I never had bleeding issues with mine either. Yeah, I thought I'd never get through. I got over you. Where's my U? Ooh. Oh, thank you for the follow, Wolfman Crab Arms. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Our Diamond Art community is wonderful on here, so I am glad that you are a part of it because we do have a really great community. Wonder if they got aggressive with the drill when prepping and hit the gums a bit too. That's possible. No, I just know that that's miserable. So, anytime you have pain in your mouth and your teeth or your gums or just is miserable. It's like it could be its own form of torture. Seriously. Where? There it is. Long, long time ago. More than you know. Yeah, I'm loving meeting all the people on here so far. This has been a lot of fun. I've met some really awesome people. If you are into retro games and yeah, my husband plays retro games and he does Saturday morning cartoons, just like we used to watch when we were young. Back when, yep, he does those too. Yep, yep, yep. And we love to rant about retro toys too. I never had a console as a kid, could never relate. All my friends would be like Mario, Sonic, and I'd be like, yeah. I didn't have a system either. The only system I ever had growing up was an Atari, and that was it. So I couldn't relate to those games either. It wasn't until actually until I met my husband before I started playing any of those kinds of games. And I'm very bad at it. So I don't play a whole heck of a lot, but I have things that I do like. And it's kind of funny, I still have my original Atari too that I had growing up. Oh, let me see. What are your thoughts on Warcraft 1 and 2? I love those games. I had a Game Boy Color, but then my first like full console was an N64 when the PS2 was coming out. Hey, I mean, still, nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I'm going to go this way. Yeah, I didn't even have those. Um, like if I went to my cousins' houses or something, they had them, and I would more or less just watch them play. I wouldn't play myself. Although I do remember playing some PC games that were, I mean, like on the big floppy disk, the real, I don't know what size that would be, the really big ones. I remember playing some of those types of games. I remember a Barbie game. Um, you had to dress her up for a date. I remember playing that one. I love Warcraft 2, and that was a lot of my childhood. Warcraft 2, Command and Conquer RA2, and Lords of the Realm 2 were your big three. I had an Atari something or other, but played it on a 5 by 5 inch black and white TV. Warcraft 2 was so amazing. Yeah, it was the one game system that I had growing up, and me and my dad would fight each other on one game. We would try to break each other's score all the time. We used to play, like my favorite game on there was Astroblast, and um, we would we would duke it out on that. We would take turns to see who could get to what level before they died. That was a lot of fun. But that was about the extent of my video gaming playing as a child per se. Little character voice lines are burned into my brain forever. I remember my dad entering me in a drawing and I got a 24-inch TV that was color and the Atari blew my mind. Oh, that's awesome. So you won them in like a contest? Zug Zug, that one ring a bell. Baby over. Clearly, I don't know what those are. Oh, come on. I think it's time for these to be cleaned out. I'm definitely going to clean them out before my next project. It's funny how you when you hear something, you hear the voice in your head. Or if you read something, you read it in the voice of the character. I always thought that was funny when you do that. Which is one of the biggest problems I have is like when you start, when you read something and you associate with a character, you hear that character's voice in your head while you're reading it, okay? Well, I always had this problem with my my friend writes books. I don't even know how many books she's written now, like series after series after series. And she asked me why I never read her books. And I told her I never read them because I can't hear the characters' voices. All I can hear is her voice because I've been reading her writing for years. So to me, they just weren't interesting. I couldn't get into the characters because I heard her as the author and not the character. Do you understand? Does that make sense? Let's see. You guys are Warcraft. Thanks. No, I don't mind that you guys talk about Warcraft. I just don't know much about it because I never played it. I know what it is, but I myself have never played it. I'll be a fool for you. Just another player in your game for two. Come on, come on. Really want to make it tough. I just want to tell you that I had enough. Oh, I hate when that happens. Sorry, I think I'm actually a bit behind on the stream. I'm at work using my phone as a hotspot. Sometimes I get a bit behind. Oh, that's okay. Yes, I have thought about the game stream. We've been talking about trying to figure out how to get things kind of set up for it. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess I would get a Unbreakable is going to make me a profile on his computer, so I would use his computer for that one.
Unless you were just Switch.
Oh, yeah, I don't know yet. I haven't really gone full detailed yet on any of it. If you never really gamed and your husband is a retro gamer, you could absolutely stream you experiencing classic games for the first time. You don't even want to know how bad that could be. Let's put it this way. We tried to play, he tried to play what was that, Super Mario with me the one time? And you like,
Was it?
yeah, wasn't it just regular Super Mario?
It
And
was one of the 2D.
one, I don't know, we tried to play, Mario, and yeah, he just, I kept dying after every second, and he just looked at me, he's like, okay, we're done. I can't even get halfway past the first stage. Because I am so bad at the hand-eye coordination thing for like jumping and pressing the buttons at the right time. I'm horrible. Just a game nerd says hi, honey. Yeah, I'm just really, really, really bad at it. Yeah, take your time and all that. I'm not trying to. No, 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 no. I didn't think you were. I'm just saying I'm horrible. I I would be like listed as like the worst gamer in the world because I'm so bad at it. Oh, because it's funny when I play Lego games. Okay, um, I do like to play Lego games, and me and my um friend will play them together. And like I said, we're completionists, so we want to like do them like 100%. And if my character has to jump over something and I can't get it after 3 times, I hand the controller to her and said, "Do it," because I can't do this. I'm horrible. Yes, he did. He got to ban somebody, which was very nice. Uh, there's a guy reverse engineering Lego Island, and I've been watching that project like a hawk. Reverse engineering it? Like, interesting. But yeah, trust me. You guys would all get so frustrated, be like, oh my gosh, somebody show her how to do this. I can't watch this, it's too painful. I'm hoping it will lead to some more stable versions and mod tools for it. Hey, you never know. Okay, where's my W at? I like the Lego games. I do like those. I like Lego games. I like Mario Party games. Um, but I'm more of the little games type thing. Like, and darling, don't afraid. Probably not the Lego games. Probably not. I streamed Lego Star Wars on GBA. I did not even know it existed on that platform. I think I've played, my favorite Lego game so far has been Harry Potter. And that's probably been my favorite one. Second favorite would be Indiana Jones. Um, Yeah. I did get into it, but I got stuck, miserably stuck to the point that I can't go any further in that game because I was ill prepared for the level I got was on, and I got stuck, and that was like it. Although I do think I do think that I will have a Halloween stream this year though, game wise, because my all time favorite game I am going to play for Halloween this year on stream because it's my favorite Halloween game. Well, along with throwing some diamond art in there because I mean that there's some awesome diamond arts that come out for Halloween. But it's summer, so I don't want to think about it too terribly much yet. Yeah, I got okay with that. With timing the hits, I mean, I'm not terribly bad at RPG games. My biggest problem is not knowing when I need to upgrade the best. Or if I don't upgrade to the right thing, there's too many options for me. It drives me crazy. Um, Noise. Hello, Broom Hatter. Thanks for the lurk. Yeah, I'm really bad at that whole upgrading, knowing what you should get for what. And yeah, that's why I'm stuck where I'm at right now on South Park because I'm ill equipped to fight who I'm fighting and I can't go backwards anymore to um upgrade. So, I quit playing it.
You got two.
I did get pretty far.
You were like last 10%.
Yeah, I think I was close to like the last bit of the game. And but you know, yeah, I don't like games that don't let you grind levels. Yeah, I don't like when I don't like that I couldn't go back. I got pulled into where I was at and I was not prepared for it. Like I didn't have the right equipment to be going where I was going and where's the N? So Yeah, it got very frustrating, so I quit playing it. And yeah, what he said. He's much better at wording things than I am. Yeah, and don't ask me how I did it because I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you how I did it. I just did. But I do try to play song games. But this takes up more of my time than anything because Diamond Art is by far my favorite thing to do. So I can spend hours upon hours doing this, obviously, and not think twice about it.
Probably had something.
What?
I said it probably said something, really,
Oh,
but in South Park terms that didn't resonate.
yeah, probably. It's very possible.
Since Cartman talks smack at you,
Well, yeah.
so it could it just was him, but it was really an actual warning.
It's very possible. It could have been. I don't know.
It's been forever since.
It's been a while since I even looked at that game because of that.
I wonder if I get banned on Twitch if I
I don't know.
because you remember there were some scenes.
Yes.
Underpants gnomes.
Underpants gnomes.
Yeah, that portion of
Yeah, that portion of the game was a little bad.
yeah, that would probably get me booted.
That would get you banned. Yeah.
I don't know if I get a suspension.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't doubt it. I would think you would get suspended for that, playing that on Twitch.
South Park nudity.
South Park nudity. It's cartoon nudity. Which I was not expecting when I played the game. I was like, what the heck is going on? Okay. We are almost done. Woohoo! Face myself to cross out what I become. Erase myself. What I've done. Make sure I grab the right color. Jeez. I am not going through what I went through last week. I did it twice and that just drove me nuts. Can't even believe I did it. But actually, yes, I can because I got so caught up in conversation I wasn't paying attention. When you find me there. Oh, there's one more. Oh, shoot. And it didn't even pick up the other drawer like I wanted to. Pain in the butt. That's all right.
Oh my gosh, it's the abortion.
Oh,
Remember that one?
yeah. I wouldn't dare try playing that on there.
According to what I'm reading, is that it's not against terms of services. Uh, to no linger. Basically, you play through the gameplay, and
Oh, okay, I see.
from what I read, oh, I forgot about all that.
Yeah, it's a super offensive game because they're super offensive people, which cracks me up. Yes, I cannot wait for it to slow down for him. He's been going like crazy lately. And I think this is like worse than this time of year is worse than even the holidays. Like the holidays are pretty bad with a lot of filming, concerts and stuff like that, but this time of year is even worse because of things like graduation and stuff like that. He's got a whole lot more to do.
Yeah,
Why South Park is back?
end of
Oh, good gracious.
was up there.
Uh huh. Well, yeah. They should. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about the new South Park that's supposed to air tomorrow on Paramount. What was it called again?
The end of obesity.
The End of Obesity, and pretty sure it's gonna go
Probably is that.
after all those, weight loss drugs, but mostly like, Ozempic. And please, I beg of anybody here, please do not go on that stuff. It is horribly bad for you. Horribly bad. Hello, Nin. How are you? Oh, the teaser's a skinny Cartman. Well, that'll be interesting. Had an impromptu visit today as soon as I got to work, but I had a lurk pulled up. Hope everyone had a good day. Home from work. That should be hilarious. I have heard nothing but good things about it. I will see. I mean, they're pretty good at they're pretty good at the things that they do. And they don't care. That's the biggest part. They do not care. Oh, we was referring to Ozempic. Ugh. Yeah, that stuff really screwed up my friend. So I yeah. Yeah, she's got a lot of health problems now from taking that. So I'm like, nope. Mm-mm. You follow a lot of scientists. Hi, Mike the Shredder. How are you? I'm on Ozempic for diabetes, and I had to go like 2 months without it because of the weight loss fad. Wow. Yeah, she was on it. Unfortunately, she got pancreatitis from it, and actually part of her pancreas went necrotic because of it. I'm okay at the end of my workday, and it's storming where you're at. Is that a good or bad thing? Is it going to get hotter or colder because of the storming? Oh, son of a gun. I'm not too bad. I am ready for it to be the weekend, though. I am so looking forward to a 3-day weekend. I've had muscle loss from it, but I get blood work every 3 months to monitor for problems. She was only on it for 4 months before it all that happened.
Different people.
Yeah, different people, different things, but I'm just saying, you know. You can never tell if it gets warmer or colder from the storms. We were supposed to have storms last night. I think we had a little bit of thunder, but I don't think we really got the kind of storms they were saying that they thought we were going to get.
I don't know.
Thank you.
I will say.
Huh.
Well, like you want to lose weight, just do it the old-fashioned like I did. Get some good old cancer.
You're awful. I love you. You are so awful.
I miss the weight loss.
Unbreakables being bad. What camera do you use that can zoom in like that and stay focused? I can never get mine to do that. Gotta hit the bed. Good night, everybody. Happy streams. Good night, Nin. Thanks for stopping in. It's what is this? A Panasonic. I can't
Here,
read.
just type that. Type.
Oh, hang on. I gotta turn my thing
Oh,
off.
I'm sorry. Here, I'll go type it.
Oh, he'll go type. Unbreakable will he'll type in the type of camera it is, so that way you can look it up if you want. Because sometimes it'll go warmer and sometimes it'll go, well, yeah. I think it's supposed to get cooler here, but I don't think it's going to. Isn't it? Yeah, you guys can all see my really horrible manicure that's going on right now. With how close up it is, because it needs redone big time.
Here.
Thanks, that makes sense. I was tempting with a $60 webcam. Name a more iconic duo than done up nail finger wiggles and time painting, right? Well, I could mention one thing, but I don't have it on me today. I have one of those. I've got this really cute ring that I wear sometimes on my front finger here. Well, you can't. This one won't zoom, and it spins. It's a fidget spinner thing, which doesn't spin around your finger. It spins on top of your finger, so it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to play with. Trust me, he's the mastermind behind all this. I wouldn't know how to do any of this. Okay, I'm not up there anymore. I'm down here now.
Okay.
I cannot do any of this stuff on my own. I just lucked out that I married somebody who knows how to do all of this fun stuff for me. And it seems to me, reminds me of childhood memories where everything was as fresh as the bright blue sky. Yeah, I gotta redo my fingernails this weekend. I think I'm gonna take a little time and pamper myself just a smidgen with a nice little manicure. Although I really stink at doing my own nails. But what are you gonna do? And praying that there's no sales on Temu or I'm gonna be in deep trouble. Because if the prices drop, I might be in trouble. You just tell her to Google it. No, I handed it to him. Say, honey, fix this. Because I can't. I wouldn't even know how to. Or I would like call him and like, oh, it says to do this. What does that mean? uh, I mean, I'm not totally bad at technology, but like yeah, the whole video picture camera thing, yeah, I wouldn't know how to do that on my own. Oh, son of a gun. Oh, will you just come on already? I actually set my wife up with a microphone and camera and streaming setup, and she did it like twice and never went back. Well, it took him like a year.
5 years.
Yeah. So he's been trying to get me to do it for like a year, and then we bought the stuff, and then me even it took me a couple months after that to finally said that that I would do it. At least our Discord calls when she's out of the country sound great. Well, there you go. I need to find a dual multiplacer. I have 1, 3, 6, and 9. I found 4 through 15, but can't find a 2. Where did I find the 2? Hang on. Hang on. Let me see. I think there was only one place that I found a 2 at, and let me see if I can find it. Nope. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Okay, I found it um on Amazon. Um the set that I have. So it would be these pens. This exact set, these 3 pens with the I think you can get them in different colors. I got the multicolor, so it kind of changes color, but it comes with the straight tip, the straight one, and then the curvy one, like that. A 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 placers. So, all right, let me see. So, yeah, Amazon has the two placers. You can set up your cell phone to be your camera, then you can use the macro lens. I have no idea how to do that. Is there a market for two placers? I love my two placer. Do you use OBS for streaming? Yeah. Might need to fire up the CAD software. I have that blue one. Yeah, it's by hang on. Let's see. Do you have your phone on you? Because I'm going to send you this link where you would type in the name of the store. It. Wait, hang on, I lost it. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I do have a keyboard. Duh, I have a keyboard. Hang on. Yeah. It's on Amazon. It's by um that is the store that on Amazon that has the two placers. I mean, I do. I love my two placer because it. I don't know. Sometimes it's just more fun using your multiplacers. See how many you can. I don't know. Like not having to use your single placer all the time is sometimes just fun. I kind of, I got told I look like a dentist with all of my pens over here that I switch out constantly because I put a different placer on each one and then I just switch them in and out, in and out, in and out. So you guys may have noticed that I do that. There we go. All finished. Yeah, I like the single placer for some things, but
Not that far.
um I love switching between my multiplacers. I would have rage quit diamond painting if my wife hadn't hooked me up with a 4-5 placer and alien putty. I have not tried alien putty yet. That is one putty I have not tried. Is it any good? I really need to know if it's like worthwhile. I usually use wax because every putty I've ever tried, I ended up hating and went back to wax every time. But wax, you know how wax is. It just, yeah, it's like a 21-piece set is what I have. And it's the only one I've seen that has a two placer in it. I was using the cheap red wax and I had to refill it. Yeah, see, like I have to refill mine constantly. My wife did alien putty and I went for over an hour without ever refilling. She said I could do the whole canvas. I think that's what it was. Yeah. Yeah, they've got the different, I mean, different colors. If, they've got the silver and the multicolor and the gold. So, like, I mean, you have your choice of like what color metal you want for the tips, but it looks like the pens are all the same colors. So the pink, purple, and blue. Yeah, that's what I did. I went rainbow too. Because I have my real fancy one that looks like this because I love this because it's got little jewels on it. So there's little stones all on the sides. So these are my fancy one with the little jewels on them. And then I got the rainbow colored ones for these. Yeah, they're very pretty. So alien putty is good then? Like, did she buy the alien putty or did she make the alien putty? Because I know you can make it, but I've never tried to make alien putty. And I'm really kind of curious how it is. Because I've tried glue tack, I've tried crafting putty, I've tried glue dots. I hate all of them. Made a few jokes about getting a small lathe to make pens to test the approval likelihood of my wife on me buying a lathe. There you go. And I love the putty, but you're an absolute knob. Okay. Noob, sorry. Knob, noob, sorry. I'm tired. It's like 9:30 here. I'm ready for bed. Don't be laughing at me. He's so mean to me.
I'm not the one calling.
Shut up! I love him, but I just started paying, so my opinion means nothing. That's not true. You'll learn a lot of stuff. I'm sure your wife has got a lot of good, tips for you if you know, um, I mean, if she's been doing it for a long time, I don't know how long she's been doing diamond art. I've been doing diamond art for, well, I think it'll be 5 years this year. So it's been a minute since I've started doing them. Oh, yeah, I've been doing diamond art for a while now. So yeah, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 portfolios. Somehow produced about 5 years worth of receipts, though. I get it. I totally do. I mean, it's easy enough to do. It really is. You've sometimes some of these canvases are just so pretty you cannot help yourself, but at the same time, um, you pay for it. So, so we finished another one. So the plan is to probably pick a couple canvases and put a poll on my Discord as to what our next project will be, which we will start on Sunday. So that is my Discord. We'll have a couple choices on there and we'll see which one wins and then we'll go from there. Because I'm not sure which one to do. I have quite a few that, I mean, I have too many to choose from that I like, but I'm going to try and like round it out to the top like 4. So that way, and give you guys probably it's only gonna be like a couple days, like so like tomorrow and Saturday, and whatever one gets the most votes, that's one we're doing. So I mean, I think that's pretty fair because I've just got too many, and I just can't do them all. And I want it to be something interesting that everybody enjoyed. I mean, Zelda came out great. I really, really loved doing that. The canvas was gorgeous. For those of you who didn't get to see it completed, that was the one that we completed on Tuesday. So, Legends of Zelda. So that one came out really nice. Thank you. So yeah. So that's the roughly the plan, guys. Let's see here. Sorry, I have to like flip through like a zillion things just to get to where I'm wanting to go. All right. Well, I guess like I said, be watching for my Discord for the poll and we will decide what we're going to do on Sunday and I'll be back then. You guys have a great night. I think we're going to go over and see Broomhatter. So, looks like he's doing some Pokemon streaming. So, we're going to go over and say hello. Thank you once again for the follow, Wolfman Crab Arms. It's been great talking to you. And you too, Mikey the Shredder. I haven't talked to you in a bit, so it's good to talk to you guys and everybody else. So have a great night. And I will talk to you all on Sunday. So happy streams, everybody. Bye.